Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem! Today is a new day of recording, and we're going to start things off by going back to the courthouse. I did a little bit of sleuthing around off-screen, and I missed one little detail in the evidence room. Actually, a couple of little details, but one of them was actually relevant. But nothing beyond that. I haven't played beyond that, so I haven't gone beyond the evidence room, so let's head that way, and I'll show you what I missed. So we looked over here. We didn't actually look at this stuff, though.
It's dusty.
Nancy just says it's dusty. But that's not what the important part is. The important part is this thing.
A CCTV camera. There might be footage from the day of the break-in. Should ask the judge about this. The break-in was staged. The thief must have come in through the door.
Yeah, that's what we need to work off of here, because we know that the glass was on the wrong side. So therefore it must have been an inside job, or at the very least an accomplice related to somebody pulling off an inside job. So from this point on, I have not played beyond that. So let's see what the judge has to say.
I went through the missing evidence and was able to get a list of everything that's missing. Judge? Judge?
I'm afraid I haven't been completely honest with you, Nancy.
Uh-oh.
I know.
What? You know?
Let's just say I can tell when someone is trying to hide something from me.
The reason Carson sent you to Mosem Castle was because I already knew what was stolen from the courthouse. Tegan Perry had assembled a packet of documents outlining her accused witch's claims on the Hathorne house. They were compelling, and I believe she had a real claim. But now, they're missing.
No documents, no claim.
Yes. Oh, what a mess.
So I'm confused. Like, did you have anything to do with them being stolen? Because we already knew that they were all related to Tegan, so it seems like he was just admitting that he knew that they were all related to Tegan as well. He hasn't really said anything more.
Without any evidence or will, what's the legal status of the house?
Well, that is a somewhat complicated question. With so many moving parts and interested parties with crossover jurisdictions,
You're the one who decides who gets the house.
How did you know?
I can tell you're not happy about being the center of such a large decision.
That's what's been on his mind.
Legally, and complicated for other reasons.
Because it's not just who lives there. It's tied up in the town's history.
Yes, not to be taken lightly.
So that's why he's been a little bit distant.
Do you remember any details about the AW evidence?
I don't remember much, unfortunately. Oh, there was this key with its blade shape to spell AW. Very unique. Not sure what it was connected to.
Like this one?
Yes, that's it. Where did you find this?
Mosem Castle. I say both crimes are connected. The theft of the Book of Apologies and the theft of evidence from the courthouse.
Someone is going to great lengths to prevent the AW organization from having a claim on the Hathorne estate.
Any educated guess who that might be?
Practically everybody in this town. Everyone has an interest. Some want it to be a museum, others a carnival attraction. And I'm sure Lauren Holt just wants to live there.
I'll have to dig deeper.
Well, you'll need to do it quickly. I unfortunately must file the papers in 2 days. Otherwise, I lose control of the property and it falls into the hands of the state. And I doubt they give a fig about anyone's opinions from this town.
I love a good ticking clock, as long as it's not a time bomb.
Yeah, we've had to deal with plenty of those over the years. But, yeah, this is really interesting, because I'm really curious to know if there's any crossover at all between the AW of the accused witches and the AW of the Prohibition era stuff. Because I'm beginning to really wonder if, like, this has nothing to do with witchcraft or anything like that. I'm suspecting that there's something in that house that's connected to the Prohibition or some valuable treasure or something like that, because that's typically what happens in Nancy Drew games, and it doesn't always end up being about what the obvious thing that everyone's all excited about is. So I'm wondering if there's something tied to the house, and the accused witches group just happens to be caught up in the middle of it. So I'm seriously wondering, since there's like 7 people who are like suspects here, there could very well be 2 culprits here. One of them could have burned down the house, and the other could have been the one who was in Austria.
Where were you when this evidence was stolen?
If you can believe it, I was here, working. I have no reason to steal the evidence, trust me. It's giving me more headaches than I care to admit.
I don't know, though. I mean, if he did steal the evidence, I mean, I guess I would throw everyone into a panic a bit more. But, you know, that's the third thing. I mean, we had the fire, we had the Austria theft, and then we had this courtroom evidence room theft. You know, it could be interesting, you know, him stealing the evidence to throw everyone into a panic and then see if anybody comes out of the woodwork and starts, you know, getting desperate enough to try something with the house. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that makes any sense or not. Maybe I'm just going way too out on a limb there.
Do you have CCTV footage from the break-in?
Yes, we do. Huh. I had completely forgotten about those.
Really?
Do you mind if I take a look at the footage?
Of course, of course. It will take about a day to get the right footage. Come back tomorrow and it will be here waiting for you.
That sounds like a little bit of an evasion.
Do you mind me asking what you were doing 3 days ago?
That would be the day you visited Mosam Castle. Are you asking for an alibi, Miss Drew?
I'm just trying to confirm what everyone was doing the day that the Book of Apologies was stolen.
I know it was stolen, but you know I'm the one that called your dad to have you go look for it to begin with.
Right, but other people might say they were with you.
I was at Salem District Court all day, so unless you're interviewing the fine folks who stole eggs from a plover's nest at Winter Island Beach, or triple parked outside the Wax Museum during the middle of the Harvest Festival, I highly doubt my schedule will have crossover with any of the alibis you're following up on.
Okay, so he seems to have a pretty solid alibi for that day. We don't know about the house fire, though.
One quick question for you, Judge. Do you remember where you were on the night the Hathorn house was burned?
Of course. I was having dinner with my son. It was a very expensive dinner because Jason got the 64-ounce tomahawk chop. And I paid for it like I always do. Ha! You actually suspect me of committing this crime?
No. I just like to get the full picture of who was where, when.
Oh, good.
Right. Thank you, Judge. Also, I thought you should know there's a car parked outside in the handicapped spot.
Huh, you don't say. I'll have it taken care of. Goodbye now.
I think it's Jason's car. Oh, it's Tegan.
Tegan, I was able to rule out some...
You need to come here, quickly. Something's happened.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right there.
Plot development time. Is it nighttime? I hear crickets in the background now. It's nighttime.
What happened?
How did it come to this?
What's going on?
Sorry, Ned. Come on, let's get inside.
What's wrong? What's going on? Oh, May's not here. Uh-oh.
So I didn't tell you everything. You know, it's just been really hard.
That seems to be a recurring theme
Okay.
lately.
I understand.
When I started working at the museum, I was curious about our town's history. Because I think history is the most important thing. Santayana said, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Right?
Of course.
Well, I found out something about my family. We changed our name. We used to be Paris.
Okay.
Samuel Paris and his daughter Betty were the first accusers of witches. They were directly responsible for the execution of numerous people. And they are part of my family.
Oh. But you're the
head of the AW organization. My family helped murder their ancestors. Which is why I've never told anybody, and now everyone knows.
Why do you think anyone would do this?
I don't know. Maybe it's someone else who wants the Hathorn house. No one in AW is going to trust me after this. And the evidence is gone. All of this for nothing.
It's going to be okay, Tegan. We'll figure it out.
I'm a little confused. Like, did she just find out the evidence was stolen? Because I thought we talked about that. Like, why did the sudden panic? Was she just, like, overwhelmed with guilt about not telling us everything? I guess I'm just not as shocked because we knew about her being the head of the organization, plus the Paris connection. So this is why I like to play the game all at once if I can, because if I take a break for a day, I forget about stuff. Let's talk to her and see if she has anything more to say. Oh, we can't? Aww. Oh! We're calling Frank.
Hey guys, can you give me an update?
Ooh, do we get to play as Frank? We get to play as Frank!
Can you give me an update?
Nancy, I have missed talking to you. I need some rationality in my life.
Complaining about rationality is inherently irrational.
Right.
I don't think that's how that works.
What's going on? Everything okay?
Not really. I'm at the Perry house. Someone vandalized it with graffiti.
Really?
Turns out the Perrys are descendants of the Paris family.
I missed
The
that.
family who was responsible for sending some of the accused witches to their deaths.
I totally missed
Wow,
the
doesn't
graffiti.
she run that justice group, Accused Witches?
Exactly. Explains why she's so dedicated to the cause. She knew and was trying to make things right, I guess.
So, someone is trying to embarrass the Perrys.
Yeah.
Means our suspect is still in town.
Looks like. Have you found anything?
Nope. Nothing here. It's been dead quiet. It's a joke. We're, in a cemetery.
If you have to explain it, it's not a joke.
I get it. Listen, things are a little tense here, so I'm gonna stay with Tegan. Can you update me if you find anything, please?
No problem, partner. Western joke. I mean, we haven't really discussed the whole detective partnership thing yet, so...
Frank, not a good time.
Right. Talk soon.
If you're done being awkward, I could use your help.
What? I'm not awkward.
You're wiggling around
Whatever
like
you
crazy,
say,
dude.
Partner.
Let's finish our search and get out of here, okay?
Sure, but don't rush. We're here to prove the existence of ghosts. That requires steady patience.
And steady equipment. Speaking of which, how are we doing on that front?
All set. I'll use the antenna to search for suspicious cold spots while you move around with the Ghost Wavelength Spectral Analyzer 2.5 and look for disturbances from the other side.
Nice.
The spectral Anyway, are you sure it actually works?
Of course. I built it myself. The device has a top-of-the-line scanner that can detect any disturbances. It might not have found anything yet, but you have to stay optimistic about these things.
And I guess this ghost hunting notebook is homemade too?
Thoroughly researched. But yes, it is.
Alright, so we are now playing as Frank, which is super exciting. And this thing is going to be beeping like crazy. And I guess we're in the cemetery right now. So, I think this Spectral Analyzer thing, wasn't this in Ghost of Thornton Hall? I think it was in Ghost of Thornton Hall. Okay, I don't know if that light means I need to go more in this direction. Oh, wait a minute. Nancy mentioned that the spot where the grave over here was very cold, right? Yeah, here it is. Wasn't this the spot? It's turned yellow now. Oh! Well, okay. Do we need to, like, point it around at stuff and... Let's just try moving forward again. Whoa! That's a wavelength, alright. This reminds me of the opening puzzle in Myst 4, like where you had to do with all the wavelength stuff. Alright, so do we need to, like, adjust... Yeah, it's the opening puzzle of Myst 4! Oh man, this brings back memories. Try moving the slider. I still need to play that game on the channel sometime. Oh my goodness, it is totally this puzzle. And you even switch it out? Oh my goodness, yes, it is totally this puzzle. Yes. Oh man. Wavelength puzzle, how I've missed you. Oh my goodness. Good times, good times. So I think, let's see, there's a big dip down. Is there a way to like adjust like the position of all of it? Because I know that in the mist puzzle you can do that. This seems to just kind of adjust the wave pattern. And there's more variance this way versus like this the other way. Okay, we need to figure this out. Oh, there we go, you do that. Okay, I think we're sort of closer, but not. We need to get the first parts to be a little bit more in line. How do we do that? Is it this one? No, it does that. See, the second part is almost perfect, except for that. That's what's getting me here. Sorry for that noise in the background if that's bothering anybody. Okay, that's getting pretty close, I would say. We just need to make a few more adjustments here. Let's try the other frequency here. I'm assuming these are frequencies. See, I feel like that's gotten us a little closer in the position there, but it's also messed up this particular part of the waveform. Okay, how do we do this, guys? How do we do this? So it's almost like this first part's better, but now the middle part is completely off.
Found a new cold spot. You should move over there.
Do we get it? Also, how are you detecting the cold spots? I missed that part. There we go. Alright, so now we got a new one. This one's a little more weird. What am I saying? It's all pretty weird. Okay, that's a little better. We need to, like, make the yeah, we need to do something about this. See, I feel like that's pretty solid. We just need to, like, adjust where it is horizontally, if we can do that. Also, I feel like we didn't even solve the first one. Like, am I the only one who feels like we didn't really solve the first one? This is frustrating. I like this though. This definitely brings back some memories. Maybe I have it like the left dial set completely wrong. Okay, that cannot be correct. See, I feel like that's more correct than the last one, but not. Yeah, let's try switching it. Because if we can get that the left dial to work, I feel like the rest of it is not as bad. Okay, so this is like really... small bursts, and this gets more... Okay. So I need to do it such that it's... I think one more... Yeah, that looks better. That looks a little better. Ooh, okay, that's looking... Okay, maybe not that much. There's that one... Hang on, let me find it. Was it that one? I think it was this one. Can I use, like, any other controls here? I don't know if I can or not. Yeah, I think it's just this stuff. Yeah, see, I feel like portions of this are correct-ish, but not, like, all of it. Which is really frustrating. Yeah, like, that looks a lot better than anything we've had so far. But how can we make this work? It's almost like I had to get this higher, but this one lower. Like, if that makes sense. So that makes it higher. Okay, I see. Maybe that's the frequency we should be at. Yeah, that's looking actually a little bit more in line with what I'm expecting here. So really, this part here seems to be the part that's like locked, so to speak, and then the rest of it is like variable. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's almost like that's the way it's pumping it out. Like I can just adjust it to get the height of these things right. That would be nice. I feel like we're getting very close here. Oh wow, that's changing over there. What's going on there? Oh, is the whole thing like adjusting? Like as we go? I never noticed that this was moving. Does it always do that? I've honestly been so fixated on like what I'm controlling here that I have no idea if I'm actually accomplishing anything. That's too much. Yeah, sorry this is kind of a little trial and error. I'm sure this is probably not the most riveting thing in the world to watch, but we'll eventually get it. Oh, right there. Right there. That's it. Come on. Come on, you stubborn thing. I know you can do this.
I've adjusted the scanner,
Yeah.
but it shows no real signs here. Are you getting any other signals?
Let me check.
Alright. Oh wait, we can look at Frank's phone. Hunt for ghosts. Do we have anything interesting here? Chats? Nope. We can't actually use Frank's phone. Man, are you serious? Ghost hunting notebook. Ghost wavelength spectral analyzer 2.5. Ghost Wavelength Spectral Analyzer 2.5, the Joe Hardy Guide to Amazing Finds. Finding cold spots is the key to uncovering ghostly presences. One person holds an antenna to search for ghost activity. Okay, so that's what Joe's doing. While the other moves in close to adjust the Spectral Analyzer's scanner settings. When the scanner picks up an unknown wave, adjust the search parameters using the knobs on the device. The scanner's wavelength has to perfectly align with the unknown wave. Happy hunting! Yeah, we understand the perfectly part. What is this? Oh, that's the actual thing. Can we go back here? Okay, so that one is now completely dead. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be saying dead. Hey, Joe? Anything up here? Oh. Okay, so we were getting warmer up here. Nothing. What about here? Here we go. Alright, so we have another one. Let's see what we can do about this one. Trying to determine, like, the phase, of, I guess is the way to put it, of these things is kind of a tricky process. So I feel like once you get that part, the rest of it is not as bad. Like the actual adjustments of the height and all that. Like that part makes sense to me. It's this part, the left dial parts, that's really kind of iffy. Okay, so we want to do this. Yeah, this one seems to be a little touchier. Like the pattern is less predictable, I guess, if that makes sense. Oh, there we go. Right there. Hey, we're getting the hang of this. Come on, we almost have this. Yeah, there we go.
There's nothing here. What?
Wait, what is that?
Hey, what's this?
What is it? What is it? Is it a ghost?
Oh, no. Well, it seems like some sort of machine.
It's a ghost
But what's a
machine.
device like this doing in a graveyard? Something's up.
Oh, that's a motion detector. How weird is that?
All right, put your equipment down. Your plan didn't work. Now we're tracking this so-called ghost my way. Let's see what else we can find.
Yeah.
But I just finished setting everything up. Fine, fine. My eyes are peeled.
Alright, let's take a look at that motion detector. Could we have seen that earlier? Because when I was off screen, like, trying to find the Witch's Tour stuff, I felt like I looked at this tree and I didn't see anything.
How creepy, putting a motion detector in a graveyard.
Yeah.
A new addition and fully functional, it picks up movement of cemetery visitors.
But why, though? Look for fakery clues in forest. Ooh. Does that mean that we need to look for stuff out in the woods by where the house is? I got turned around here. Whoa! Hi, Joe. Joe is basically being Deirdre right now. Okay, so we need to go this direction.
Should we really be doing this? I'm already having second thoughts.
Of course we should, Worrywart. What is Nancy gonna think if we return empty-handed because you chickened out?
That's not... I am not scared, Joe. We are doing this.
Onwards!
Yeah, come on. Frank is supposed to be the brave one, right? Alright, let's see what's going on here. So we're supposed to look for fakery clues in the forest. There's a jack-o'-lantern down there.
Check out the spooky jack-o'-lantern. Innocent Halloween prank or sinister scare.
In the dark, it can easily be mistaken for something supernatural.
I can see that, but I mean, it's orange all around, and most people know what a jack-o'-lantern is. Is there supposed to be something here? Nope. Let's just look around. I have a feeling that we're going to find something that suggests that we're being played.
I don't know about this.
Come on,
We shouldn't
Frank.
trespass onto someone else's property. I don't know about this.
Oh.
We shouldn't trespass onto someone else's property.
Okay, so we literally can't go there. Okay.
I don't know about
Oh,
this.
whoops.
We
Okay, so where are we supposed to actually look? Is there something out here? This is that clear area that I was discussing earlier. What is that?
There's a strange powder on the ground.
Powder?
Ashes. Judging by the remnants, herbs were burnt here.
Like incense? Could be something spiritual, could be something bigger. Let's see what else we find.
Could be somebody trying to pull a fast one. Oh, I like how there's like a flashlight effect. That's kind of cool. Anything we can look at over there? I don't know. Anything over here? Anything at all? Nothing? Oh, we could go this way. Wait, is this the way back? Yeah, this is the way back. My bad. Sorry, Joe. We need to go back to the woods and see what we can find in the woods, and let's just make sure we check every spot. Leave no stone unturned, so to speak. Okay, I don't think we went this way, did we? I don't think we went this way. This is new. Yeah, I'm not exactly seeing anything here either. Wait a minute. There's a crack there. Is that something? Nah, it's nothing. Nothing there? Alright. No ghosts, though. I guess we're not even going as far as the... Ooh, what is this? We're not even going as far as the Scarecrow ghost. What is this?
Rope. This was used to make something move to or from the branches.
Like what? I guess it's gone now.
Rope.
Okay.
This was used to make...
So I don't think we can actually do anything with it. It just has the magnifying glass. There's no hand icon. Well, that seems a little odd. Who was rigging something and what were they rigging? Yeah, nothing else particularly weird here. I'm just going to keep following the left wall. I think the next path is the one that leads toward the house. Also, what is that? Is that just a tree? It almost looked like a face, but I think it's just a tree.
I don't know about
Okay,
this.
so that's as far as we're going. Nothing there. Oh, there's the Scarecrow. It's way over there. Alright, nothing particularly interesting down that way, it would seem. And this is where we found the incense, right? This area up here? Yep. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Of course, there's a lot going on here in the woods visually, so I could be very easily missing something.
Just thinking about all the lurking lurkers out there gives me the chills.
Mm-hmm. Especially in a town like this where there's all these superstitions and people could just be trying to randomly scare you. That's what I would be actually most concerned about in real life, is if I were investigating something like this, someone could just easily sabotage it who has nothing at all to do with the actual crime. And just for fun, just to be a nuisance. I don't know if anyone in this game would do that. Maybe the judge's son would do that because he seems to be kind of a pest. Is that where we came from? I feel like it is. this area here. Yeah, it is. Okay, so are we supposed to find anything here in the cemetery? That would be my next question. I'm kind of a little disappointed that we basically did all that ghost hunting work for nothing. Since it seems like we just kind of jumped off of that and went right to, like, rational clue hunting. Well, those were some pretty interesting puzzles, so at least I can say that. I'm assuming we have to, like, look exclusively in the woods, right? Like, that would make sense. Because this is not the forest, this is just the cemetery. If anything, I think it's plausible that somebody who set up, like, whoever set up the motion detector probably did so to, like, as a preparatory step for, like, whatever goes on in the forest. Like, that would make sense, right? I thought I saw a magnifying glass there, but I think that was just the arrow. Anything here? I just want to make sure there's nothing here, because this could qualify as the forest. Alright, there's obviously something we missed in the forest, so let's just do one more sweep and make sure. I'm going to follow the right wall this time. This time I'm going to go right and see if there's anything here that looks suspicious. 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 Suspicious.
Just thinking about all the...
Never mind. Who leaves the clues for the Hardy Boys to find? I forgot how that song actually goes. I remember there was like a bunch of like words in the first part, and I never memorized those.
Check out the spooky jack-o'-lantern.
Oh.
Innocent.
I didn't know you could click on that from here. I thought it was like a, hey, check out what's under these leaves. Yeah. So far, the rope is like the only thing I've seen that's like not on the ground. I feel like if there were more clues that were not on the ground, we would have seen them by now. Like, that would probably be the case. Could be wrong, though. The ground itself seems to be our best bet for clues. Like, I feel like that's where we're going to find something. Alright, so that's the path forward. Can't go there. Just feels like we should find something here, right? Like that... Or do we need to call Nancy? No, we can't even call anybody. We can't even take pictures. Frank, your phone is busted, man. You need to, like, get a new phone. Yeah, what is going on with this stuff? I do not see a single clue. It feels like this would be the sort of spot where you would put a clue. Or leave something. Oh wait, there's a path. Wait, is that the way back? Hang on, I'm going to leave that for later. There's the rope from earlier. That's the rope. So, was none of this here when Nancy was here earlier? Because we didn't really spend a lot of time looking around here. We spent some time, but I don't remember seeing any of this, and I feel like I would have noticed.
Rope. This...
So we can't operate this, right? Like, there's nothing... Yeah, I don't see any way for us to operate that. Nothing there. Nothing in this rock. Does Joe's shirt say dead on it? Really, Joe? Really, dude? Kind of bad taste for this mystery. Okay, I feel like we haven't been in this spot. Either this is the way back, or we have not been in this spot yet. Ooh, what is this?
Looky here. An affordable but effective fog machine. Should be able to cover this whole part of the forest in a layer of mist.
Ooh.
Whatever happened to good old natural hauntings?
There's nothing natural about our findings here. This reeks of foul play.
Motion detector, fog machine, pumpkin head.
Pumpkinhead.
Rope, burnt incense. Well, you finally going to admit you were wrong?
Of course not. All we've proven is that there are no ghosts here.
So you still think ghosts exist?
I think we can't prove they don't not exist.
Say that again?
Look, the absence of proof does not mean that we can disprove their existence, but what it does tell me is that what Nancy saw was not a real ghost.
Right.
So who has something to gain by setting up a fake haunting?
Olivia.
Olivia. There's gotta be some evidence linking her to this. There's no way she brings gear here every night. She must have a stash.
But where?
Why don't we just ask her? To the museum.
Now it's on to the museum! Alright, let's see. Is this a dead end? 'Cause I don't think we went here earlier. Search Olivia's shop. Alright, well I'm going to actually stop the video here now once we get out of the woods. Once we find our way back, I am going to end things off for today, and then we'll continue next time with more hardying as we visit Olivia in her museum, which is apparently still open this late at night. I didn't realize that was going to be the case. Where's the way back? Is it through here? It's through here. Okay, good. Cool. Alright, so we have established that somebody is pulling a fast one and doing some pretty weird stuff out in the woods. That doesn't exactly explain what happened at the house, though. I'm still wondering about that. But at any rate, we will continue investigating in the next video. So until next time, thank you all so much again for watching. I really, really appreciate your support on this series a lot. It really means the world to me. Really appreciate all the kind comments and all the love that you all have showered on this series. It's been really fun to do so far. If you enjoyed yourself today, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell to get notified of the next Nancy Drew episode. But until then, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you on the flip side. And until then, take care.